honor our country's flag, to celebrate the anniversary of its birth, and to recall the achievements attained beneath its folds. It is quite appropriate that such a service should be held by the Order of Elks, an organization that is distinctively American, intensely patriotic, and without counterpart. Mr. Ira Cohen, who is a District Deputy Grand Exalted Ruler of our Elks Lodge here in Southern Arizona, is going to present the flag and its history.
Thank you, Don. Good morning, everybody. Flags are called heraldry, and heraldry is as old as the human race. The carrying of banners or flags has been a custom among all people of all ages. These banners usually contain some concept of life or of the government, and of those who fashioned them. The evolution of the American flag marks a progression of the government of the American people. I'm going to say that again. The evolution of these flags marks the progression of our government in this country. The founding of Jamestown in Virginia in 1607 until the flag of England was the flag of the people of America. In 1775, the pine tree flag was adopted for all colonial vessels, and this was the banner carried by the Continental Forces in Bunker Hill. This is the pine tree flag. Have you ever seen this flag before? This was the first flag of our country. In 1776 and 1777, the southern colonies used the snake flag. It says, "Don't tread on me." That was our symbol to the British, to not step on us. We are a country now. Don't walk on us. In the latter part of 1775, the Continental Congress appointed a committee to consider a new flag for all 13 colonies. That committee recommended the design of 13 stripes, red and white, with a field in the upper corner bearing the cross of St. George and the white cross of St. Andrew. John Paul Jones, the senior lieutenant of the flagship Alfred, hoisted this flag to the masthead on December 3rd, 1775. And 1 month later, it was raised over the headquarters of General Washington in Cambridge, Massachusetts. And this is the next flag. And it has the 13 red and white stripes, but it has the cross of St. George and of St. Andrew. Those were people in England. In 1777, there was a general demand for a banner more representative of our country. And the Congress provided the flag of the United States be 13 stripes of alternating red and white, and that the Union be 13 stars, white on a blue field representing our new nation. stars in the circle, those are the original 13 colonies. In 1776, a committee consisting of George Washington, George Ross, commissioned Betsy Ross, a Philadelphia Quakeress, to make a flag from a rough design. It is said that they suggested the stars should have 5 points rather than 6. This banner was flown over Fort Stanwix at that time, near the city of Rome, New York, in August of 1777, and was under fire for 3 days later at the Battle of Oriskany during a British and an Indian attack on the fort. The first official salute to the Stars and Stripes was given on February 14, 1778, by France on the French coast, when the Ranger, the ship under the command of John Paul Jones, was saluted by the French fleet. The flag then carried by the Ranger was made by the young women of Portsmouth, New Hampshire, from stripes of their best silk dresses and the white wedding gown of a recent bride. It is said that this same Ranger flag was flown by John Paul Jones on his ship in his fight by moonlight with the British frigate Serapis. And when the Serapis struck her colors, the fame of John Paul Jones was ensured as the intrepid defender of the youthful republic. The original 13 Stars and Stripes represented the original 13 colonies. In 1795, 2 additional Stars and Stripes were added to represent admission to the Union of Vermont and Kentucky. Under this banner of 15 Stars and Stripes was fought the War of 1812. Anybody know that there was a time it was 15 stripes? Yeah. It was a site of the flying over Fort McHenry in 1814 that inspired Francis Scott Key to write the Star-Spangled Banner. Miss Margaret Young, who cut the stars for that particular banner, was the mother of Henry Sanderson, the Grand Exalted Ruler of the Elks. In 1884, see how the stars are arranged? 5-point stars now not in a circle. Since 1818, there were no changes to the flag except 28 new stars were added before July 4th of 1912. And this flag of 48 stars flew over the nation for 47 years until the Vietnam War. This flag has 48 stars. Do you know what the stars represent? What each star means? A state. Very good. On the 4th of July in 1959, a star was added for Alaska. That was our first state not connected to the continental United States, and later Hawaii was added as the 50th star. Our present flag, the 50 stars and 13 stripes, is how we have it now.